Good morning. Hopefully this is the last video I'm ever doing about that boy with them uppercase gums that got popped in his neck the other day. Listen, all these people talking about he was a good person, he was a good person, he was a good person. I met him in real life and he was actually very sweet. No, he wasn't. He was pretending to be a good person, okay? He was pretending to be a good person, but he was actually a mean, evil, ridiculous, gross person because good people do not pretend to be evil for money. That's evil people pretending to be good with people around them so that the people around them will continue to give them passes or possibly fall for their propaganda. Okay? Y'all need to wake up. Like, watch Dear White People. Watch both the movie and then watch the series. Watch season 1 of the series because Tessa Thompson comes back onto the show in a completely different role. Tessa Thompson plays Sam in the movie, but on the TV show, she comes back at the end of season 1 to debate the girl who plays Sam in the series, and Tessa Thompson is playing a Candace Owens like character, and she says it. She says all of this is theater, all of this is show. I don't remember what she says for real, but basically that's what it is. And that's what all these people who have met Charlie Kirk in person, they trying to tell everybody, well, he was actually a nice guy. No, he was pretending to be a nice guy. Who he was who he put on the internet. Who he was who he was under that tent when he tried to whataboutism that damn question he got asked 10 milliseconds before he got popped. Okay? Who he was what he put out into the world. And that was trash. That was evil and hate and lies and misinformation and bullshit on impressionable people. So when you sit here and tell yourself this was a good person, he was a nice person, he really wasn't like that, you're lying to yourself, baby. That's who he was. He was pretending to you. You met that representative. We know the real. He put it out there for us to see. Stop gaslighting your own stupid ass self just because he was white. White people have a blind spot for this shit, but black people, we don't. Because we done already went through this with y'all. Black people grew up hearing the phrase, don't take no wooden nickels. Do you know what don't take no wooden nickels means? It means these crackers gonna smile in your face and pretend to be sweet as pecan pie to get you to do something that is going to help them and hurt you. When it was sharecropping days, these white folks who got reparations and welfare for losing their slaves on the plantations got divvied up and people had to sharecrop the land. Black people who were slaves now have to sharecrop the land. And instead of paying these people in legal tender, what black people who sharecropped on farms were paid in were wooden nickels that were only good to use at the plantation that they worked on. So they were essentially working for free. If you go watch Sinners, and you will understand why Smoke was so mad about Annie and Stack accepting wooden nickels for payment, because you can't spend that nowhere else but with them crackers on them plantations. But that's the only money that black people were actually making back then. It was a scam. It was a scheme. But good old Mr. Joe on the Mayflower plantation, he's so nice. He's so sweet. He's such a good person. He's really not that bad. He's really not that... Cut this shit out, okay? Stop listening to your own gaslit ass sensibilities and start listening to black people. Because we who done been through it all on this goddamn continent, and we trying to tell your ass what's what and who's who to help your dumb ass survive. And last but not least, I would like to remind everyone that the white people that came over here to colonize the Americas were the criminals from Europe. They were put out of Europe because they were the traitors of their society, and Europeans said that they lowered their quality of life and they were f***ing up their societies, so ship them off to the Americas. So all of you mother white folk who claim that you so American, and you descended from people who settled this land and y'all were criminals. That's why y'all asses was so keen on stealing people and stealing land. You were criminals. All these goddamn whitewashed and fairy tale ass stories you tell yourselves about the founders and the pilgrims and the that came over here, they were criminals. Go read your history. History has to repeat herself so much because y'all don't listen the first time. Good day.